Smoke another one, Ozzy. I want to welcome everyone to an on-time Strut Man Show. Hello, everyone. I'm the host of the Strut Man Show. My name is Mr. Ozzy Neil Rose. I hope everyone's had a great day today, and I hope everyone's having a great night tonight. And I want to say hey and welcome to any viewers I may have. Hey and welcome to anybody I may have in the live chat. And hey and welcome to anybody I may have as an audio guest. I had to speak on this first because my good friend Scott up in Branson, Missouri, sent me a text yesterday and said, look, it's worth mentioning about the great David Allan Coe that passed away. And that's what he sent me in a text yesterday, and I forgot clean all about it last night's show. So we did lose a true country music great when we lost David Allan Coe at the age of 86 yesterday. I mean, he had a lot of songs I loved, like You Never Even Called Me By My Name, country hits he wrote for like Tanya Tucker and others. I mean, but the songs I loved the most, believe it or not, by David Allan Coe was his dirty songs. Don't Bite the Dick, Cum Stains on the Pillow. I mean, those were the songs I really, truly loved the best. I loved You Never Even Called Me By My Name. If there was ever a perfect country and western song, that was probably it, folks. So we did lose a country music legend when we lost the great David Allan Coe yesterday. Also, I always kept up with him. He done some acting, too. I like some of his acting roles that he done, too. So we lost a true country great, that's for sure, when we lost him yesterday. And I'm so sorry, Scott, that I didn't mention it in last night's show. I completely forgot all about it. But I knew I was going to in tonight's show. So he'll be sorely missed, that's for sure. And he did come to Jonesboro quite a few times, too. So I never got to see him in concert, but those were one of the ones that I wanted to see in concert, that's for sure. You know. So, Scott, I'm so sorry, my friend. I didn't bring it up in last night's show, but I did tonight. But anyways, I'm going to probably hit, okay, there's Taryn White. Okay, Taryn, hang on, I'll get you on. Now, being said, I know Miss Ann and Timothy's probably not going to be on because we graduate tonight at First National Bank Arena. The Nettleton 12th graders are graduating tonight. It said connection failed. I don't understand. So let me try this again, Taryn. Okay, now it says to bring you on video and it's lit up, so maybe I can get you on now. I'm hitting accept for you. So maybe get you on. It said connection failed, so I guess this is going to be one of them nights that I can't put a guest on. It's not said slow connection so far either, Taryn. I'll keep trying to get you on. I do apologize for this. This is what I don't like about Facebook, is when I can't put guests on that wants to come on the show. So let me try again. I'll keep trying, Taryn. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to get you. It said connection failed right off the bat. But it's not saying slow connection at the bottom of my phone either. It hadn't so far anyways. So I do apologize for this. This is out of my hands. When Facebook wants to be a motherfucker, it is. But on the other note, Taryn White goes, I know Facebook is a pain in the butt. It sure is. And I know in order to text my commenters on my stuff, I have to do that through Messenger. Taryn White goes, if you can, it's okay. Well, every time I hit for you to come on, it shows immediately connection failed like it did those 2 nights in a row where I couldn't put no guest on. So, but it still has not said slow connection on my end, like it was doing those 2 nights, Taryn. Now it's saying slow connection. Now it finally did. Hang on here a minute. Let me see if I can again. I can move out a little bit. Might help. This place don't have a metal roof though. It has a shingled roof. So that's what I'll do and see if that will make any difference at all. So that way there's nothing covering me. Okay. But I did that night, and it didn't do no good. Okay, the guest box lit up by 1. I'm sure that's Taryn again. So, let me see now. It's to hit accept again. Let me see if it does. Connection failed. So, see, that's what I'm saying. It's a Facebook fuck up, is what it is. But it is what it is. When I get time, I'm going to study the YouTube thing. I do qualify for a show, that I can tell you, so I can have a show on YouTube. Misty Pearl Thomas is watching to bring you on camera. It'll do the same thing, I guarantee you, Misty. It'll say connection failed right off the bat, but I'll go ahead and try it once slow connection gets off my phone. Yep, connection failed right off the bat. So I say that's what I'm saying. 2 nights in a row I had that trouble, and someone suggested in a text that it was from cloud cover, and then when we had the heavy rain I was putting guests on here. So cloud cover is not what it is. It's just a Facebook fuck up, is the best way to say it, you know. Because even when it said slow connection on my phone before, I was still able to put guests on. But for 2 nights in a row, it was like that. Taryn White says here, right, yeah, I didn't know if it was me because sometimes my Wi-Fi will make my phone glitch sometimes. Well, like with Misty Pearl Thomas, it said right off the bat, connection failed, so it can't be just like on your end, you know, Taryn. So it's going to be one of them nights that I can't put a guest on here. And, you know, I don't like it any more than y'all do. I mean, I'll keep trying, of course, you know. But I know where Miss Jamie Ann and Timothy's at. They're at Miss Audrey's graduation tonight. And I wanted to say congratulations once again to all the Nettleton students that are graduating from 12th grade tonight at First National Bank Arena. So, like I said, guys, I'll keep trying, Taryn and Misty Pearl. I'll keep trying. Yep, connection failed right off the bat with you, so I'll try with Misty Pearl now and see. Yeah, connection failed. I want to thank both of you. One, give me a thumbs up. One, give me a heart. I want to thank Taryn White and you too, Misty Pearl Thomas. But I was wanting to tell everybody this. You probably know, the last 2 nights I haven't been able to text no commenters back because for some reason Gallery does not want me to record, don't want to record this show for me to switch it over to TikTok. But I'm not going to waste my time with Gallery tonight. I'm going to give it one shot. It don't do it, then that means the show highlights does not go to TikTok. That way I can text y'all back. But it's still a bitch that everyone that comments on my content on Facebook, I have to do it through Messenger, which is a slow process. So I don't like it any more than y'all do, you know. But I'd like to thank my good friend Mr. Mike Sue here at Parker Road Specialty Pharmacy for always letting me hook up and do my shows out here, and all the staff here. And yes, this is where I get my prescriptions filled and my vaccines. And I promise you, I'm up to date on vaccines. I can't give you rabies. So, but I'll keep trying. Okay, Misty Pearl's not in the invite, but Taryn is. Keep trying. Yep, connection failed right off the bat. So, and like I said, there's nothing covering me now, which Mike has a shingled roof here, not a metal roof, but there's nothing over me now. So, it's just a bad connection on my end tonight, guys, is what it is. It's not on y'all's end, Misty Pearl Thomas and Taryn White. It's on my end. You know, so I'm sorry for that. Taryn White goes, oh my goodness, that's funny. Okay, what's funny? I don't know what's funny, but I'm sure you'll let me know here. But, yeah, oh, I know what you mean. It's funny about I'm up to date on all my vaccines and I can't give you rabies. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good that you have all your shots. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good thing. Yeah. Now, I wasn't quite up to date on everything when I first got on this part of town, but then I got up to date on everything. So, and knock on wood, I've never had COVID. I've been lucky on that end. You know, not to say I won't ever get it, and I hope I don't, you know. But, I mean, it's not like it was with COVID, don't get me wrong. People, before we had any vaccines for it, were dying left and right with it. It was terrible. I know it's slow connection, Facebook, I know. I'm going to try again with you, Terry. Okay, Misty Pearl, I see you in the invite now. I'll try with you first, Misty Pearl Thomas. Thomas, I hit on photos you put on Facebook. I guess you probably know that. You know, so I usually hit on a lot of them when I'm waiting for stuff to upload on my end. Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, how was your day? It was a great day. Thanks for asking. I loved being out there strutting today. I had a full day of it. I plan on doing it tomorrow too. Now, I like the cool temperatures we've been having at night. I sleep like a baby in that tent. So I hope you had a great day, Misty Pearl Thomas, as well. It was a great, beautiful day out there today. Sunshiny day. There was a little bit of wind, but it wasn't too terrible. You know, so Yeah. I hope everybody had a great day. It was a day to get out and really enjoy it, that's for sure. Because y'all know what's going to happen come July and August. You're going to feel like you're melting out there. Me too. You know, so, like today when I was out there strutting, I only had one hydration break and I only drank half my drink, which was a soda pop, and I threw the rest of it away. Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, you going to be out there tomorrow? You bet you, sister, I'm going to be out there tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Let's see, I was trying to think. Someone I seen over on TikTok said that they seen me out today, and I was trying to remember who it was now. Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, it was blessed. I had a great day. I'm glad you did. It was a great day. We'll be begging for days, temperatures like this when July and August gets here, that's for sure. You know, in the cool nights, I've been sleeping like a baby in the tent, so I haven't had to use my fan yet that I got. I got a battery-operated fan. I hadn't had to use it yet. So, but yeah, it was a great day. Tomorrow's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be 70 tomorrow. You know, so I can handle 70-degree days year-round, me. You know, I'm going to try again, guys. I hadn't forgot about you, Mr. Pearl Thomas up here, and I hadn't forgot about you either, Taryn. Okay, Taryn might have got out of the live chat. Mr. Pearl Thomas, I'll hit on for invite you and see if it'll do it. Connection failed. Yeah. I had that happen 2 nights in a row on here, Misty. And I couldn't put none of my guests on that wanted to come on. Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, how far did you go and how long do you be out? Well, it varies the days on how long I'm going to be out. It depends on if I have to go and get things and where the things are at. I do 3 miles a day on the short end. That's the small end. That's saying like if I don't have to go get nothing, I just do 3 miles a day. If I have to go get things, I might do 4 or 5, sometimes 6 miles a day. Now, there was one day here in Jonesboro, it's been over a year ago, I walked 14 straight miles. And it took me 6 hours, total of 6 hours to walk 14 straight miles. And I didn't have nothing to go get that day. I just wanted to see how many miles I could do here in Jonesboro. So, and like I said, that was a little over a year ago. Thanks for asking, though. She goes, it'll be okay. It'll work out sooner or later. Oh, you mean as far as putting you on the show the way it does sometimes? Well, I tell you what's really bothering me. This don't bother me as bad as me trying to text my commenters on my videos on Facebook. It's a different icon for me to hit on now, and it just shows graphics, and I have to hit on this one thing, and in order to give you a comment back to thank you, it goes through Messenger. So it's time consuming, is what it is. But that's what I don't like the most about what's been going on with me and Facebook for about a week now. But last night I was having issues with gallery, and the night before that, of getting my live show highlights recorded to switch it over to TikTok, and it didn't happen last night. So I'm not going to waste my time with gallery. I'm going to give it one shot. It don't do it, then I'm texting my commenters. And usually the only 2 places I do that, Misty, is on TikTok and Facebook. But in order to do it on Facebook, I have to do it through Messenger, which is a bitch, you know. So, but eventually I was going to tell you, once I can study the YouTube thing really good, then I'm going to start my show up on YouTube, because I do qualify. I've got 98 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So I can definitely have a show on there. I've only watched the live stream thing one time, so I got to watch it at least one more time to have it down pat. And then I'll have my show on YouTube, where I kind of really wanted it to begin with. You know, that's just me. She goes, that's great, thank you. Yeah, I mean, now it's took me a good year to get the 98 subscribers, but I'm very thankful to have them. That's for sure. You know, and if you want to follow my YouTube, I mean, I keep it updated every day with everything that I put out new. It goes up on YouTube too. Ozzy Rose -Z, like in zebra, 7, the number 7, and N, like in Nick. So, you know, if you want to check my YouTube channel out, it's got everything on it that I put out every day, you know. So, I would love to have you on my YouTube account, you know. So I know Scott will be glad when I start the YouTube show up. That way he can come over on that. He can't come over on Facebook because he's kind of banned for life on that. But Scott was on every show, every night of the TikTok live. You know, and like he tell you, he was loyal. He only came on my show, and even when he had a death in the family, he still come on my show. So thanks, Misty, for the heart, sweetheart. I appreciate that. But Misty, I do keep up with you. I usually hit on your still pictures on Facebook. You know, I hit on quite a few of the ladies' pictures. Another one, Felicia Robinson is another one. I seen Felicia one day in a passenger seat of a car, and she waved at me, and I realized who that was, which was her. So I usually hit on her pictures too. I don't hit on no guys' pictures. Why would I want to do that? Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, it was fall in place. Oh, it will fall in place. Yeah, it will. It'll fall in place. You know, as far as like, you know, the YouTube show. So, I mean, that's what most people do. If they want to have a live show platform, they kind of like it on YouTube. I mean, it would be more of a nationwide kind of thing. She goes, well, thank you kindly. Well, thank you. Keep putting them pictures out. You know, I would tell, you know, I'm not a gay man. I'm a straight man, so I will only hit on women's pictures. But like Felicia Robinson, she does a good job on her pictures, too. Gina Ross is another one. I usually hit on hers, too. So, now I scroll a lot on, sometimes I do a lot on TikTok, and I see like the 1 minute videos on there. Thanks for the heart again, Misty. That was my late sister's name, was Misty, by the way. But yeah, I see a lot of I scroll a lot on TikTok when I have time, and I see a lot of the 1 minute videos and then 1 minute still pictures over there on TikTok. That is when I get time. I usually hit more like on y'all's pictures, Misty, on Facebook when I'm waiting for my videos to upload on there. It gives me something to kind of do, you know. So I guess, are you in Northeast Arkansas? You don't have to say what town you're in, Misty. Are you in Northeast Arkansas though? I'm going to try to hit on you again here and see if I can get you on as guest. Now I see Taryn White in there. Yeah, and I see Taryn up at the top. Let me hit on Misty first, Taryn, then I'll try to hit on. Still been saying slow. Yep, connection failed. It said on Misty Pearl Thomas, and that's a bitch because I was kind of wanting her on here too. Let me try with you, Taryn. Yep, connection failed right off the bat. Misty Pearl Thomas goes, my son is, I guess you mean is famous on TikTok. Okay, who's your son? You don't have to give me his last name, but Mr. Pearl Thomas says Jonesboro's where you're at. Okay, cool. Who is your son? You said he's famous on TikTok. You don't have to give me his last name, but I may have seen him on there and don't remember it. Or I may remember him. She goes, it's okay. All right. Now, I'm not really what you call famous on TikTok. Taryn White goes, yeah, sorry, I had to leave for a minute. That's okay. She goes, I'll be in here, but I'll be coming and going. That's okay. You got to do what you got to do. I understand, Taryn. I still can't put guest on, as you know. Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, Dallas. So his name is Dallas? Misty Pearl Thomas? I think that's what you said your son's name was. Does he have like a show on TikTok or something? You don't mind me asking, Misty? You can just type in yay or nay. I'll keep trying, Misty and Taryn, to try to get y'all on, but I know it's going to be like, she goes, yes, okay. Well, I don't know anybody that I've seen right offhand by the name of Dallas on TikTok. Now, Doinks is a local guy that I keep up with sometimes. He has a live show a lot of times on TikTok. Hey, Abe, I see you up here now, Abe Mercury. Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, no, he does different things. Oh, okay. All right, so he don't have a live show, but he does different things. Okay. How old's your son? You don't mind me asking? Is he grown is what I'm trying to ask. Is he a grown? Okay. Hey, Mercury goes, hang on, Abe. I can't see it because it's showing slow connection down here at the bottom. What's up, Oz? Just doing the live show, buddy. I can't put guests on tonight. I've been trying and trying and trying. It's one of them nights. Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, I'll send you his info in Messenger. Okay. That would work. It says to bring Abe on. This is what I don't understand. It tells me to put people on camera. And the minute I try to do that, it says connection failed. So it's going to say, yep, connection failed. Why ask me to bring them on camera, Facebook, if it's going to show connection failed? Mr. Pearl Thomas goes, he's 15. Oh, okay. Well, I know how TikTok is. If they know for a fact that you're a minor, they usually don't let you do anything on TikTok. Being said, I've got some followers I know that are below 18, and like they'll comment on my stuff on TikTok, but when I try to say thank you in a text to them, it says that I can't send messages to them. So, if TikTok knows you're below 18, they won't do anything. But if they don't know, they don't know. TikTok is funny. I mean, Facebook's funny, but TikTok's even funnier. As y'all know, y'all seen my statement videos I've made for TikTok before, and their owner or owners. You know, I'm not a TikTok fan. But I'm not a Facebook fan either when I can't put guests on that wants to come on, and Facebook will tell me bring them on camera, and the minute I hit to bring them on, then it shows connection failed. It's another one that doesn't make too much sense. You know, it's just my take. Mr. Pearl Thomas goes right. You know, so yeah, you know. But, you know, this is one thing I don't understand. I've had people tell me kind of different stories where I see a still picture on TikTok scrolling, or video, 1 minute video of someone, mostly of a women. I've not seen many guys do it with just their tongue sticking out. I've had some say, well, that means they're drunk. Well, I don't know if all of them are drunk or not. You know. Now I got a male friend that I know real well, and he done one still picture of him sticking his tongue out, and he wasn't drunk or high or anything when he done it. So I still see you up here, Mr. Pearl Thomas. I see you, Taryn. But I mean, I'll keep trying, guys, but I'll do says adding, then connection failed. Mr. Pearl Thomas says, well, what about Instagram? Well, in order for me to do a live show on Instagram, I got to have 1,000 followers, and I don't have 1,000 followers on there yet. Is why. That's their requirements. You know. I mean, I haven't checked it in a couple of weeks, but the last time I checked it, I had a little over 500 followers on there. Now, on Facebook, I've got like 5,500 followers on Facebook. I'm getting close to 9,000 followers on TikTok. But I knew Miss Jamie Ann and Timothy wouldn't be on tonight because Miss Audrey's going to be the last one to graduate at the First National Bank Arena because her last name is Wilson. So she was going to be the last student. That's crazy and not fair. Well, I hear you. I mean, there's a lot of things that ain't fair, that's for sure. I mean, I know when I made the statement videos to TikTok, you know, when me and Scott wasn't talking about anybody and I kept getting my show axed. And TikTok has sent me message after message, want me to start my live show back on there, and I've told them go fuck themselves. You know, why would I want to do that? You know, why for them just axe my show? You know, so that's why I just don't do it, you know, over there. I mean, I have not checked on Instagram to see what my following's been in a couple of weeks, you know, Misty, but I know I don't have 1,000 yet, you know, but I am going to be having the YouTube show sooner than later, so I'm hoping for a rainy day to rain me out, so I got a photogenic memory pretty good, but that way I can study it, and then I can just immediately go live as soon as I want, you know, so, but I want to instead of just going live right off the bat on YouTube, I want to let everybody know on here that, hey, I'm going to start doing my live show at this particular time on YouTube. Please follow me there. So, I mean, I forget what it used to be on TikTok. When I originally started my live show, originally over a year ago, I started it on Facebook, then I quickly went to TikTok with it. But the first shows, I take that back. I think the first 2 or 3 shows was TikTok. Then after that, it was quite a few shows on Facebook Live. And then I went back to TikTok. So my show, I celebrated it being a year on the air, April 8th. So, but when TikTok would suspend me, I would just start it immediately up on Facebook, you know. I'm going to try again, Misty, if you're still here. Okay, Misty's not here, so Misty must have got off. And Taryn, but Taryn said she would be going in and out, so I get it. But let me see what time it is, folks. 9:25. I'm not going to hit on the friends not watching list because it would, okay, Misty Pearl Thomas is back, because I'm not going to be able to get them on if I hit on that list. Okay, I've seen her just went off, so let me see if she's still here. No. Okay, she must have went off. So, but I think you got, if I remember right, you got to have 1,000 followers on Instagram to start a show up on there. I mean, it's took me a year and a half to get the following that I've got on TikTok and Facebook, and that's with me doing several different things. So, but I mean, if I just had 1 follower, it would be all worth it, and that's, you know, so I don't want to sound ungrateful, because I'm definitely not that. But I'm so happy for all the students that was in the 12th grade that's graduating tonight from Nettleton, as well as other schools here in Northeast Arkansas, Southeast Missouri, and West Tennessee. They really, it's paid off for them, you know, 12 years of hard work, you know. So, and I know Miss Audrey is glad to be finally done with it. That way she don't have to be up that early to go to school, you know. So I can't say that I blame her. Okay, nobody's in the invite box, so, but I know Taryn said she would be coming and going. That sounds like me there. I'm always coming and going. But I know what she meant, that she would have to get off and come back on and stuff like that, so I get it. Now, tonight's Friday night, so I know tomorrow Daniel's not got to work, so I don't know if they're actually door dashing tonight. I know they usually do it on his days off from the steel mill. So, he had to work today, I know, but I think he's off Saturday and Sunday. But Abe got out too, so it looks like I don't have anybody in the live chat right now. I have no guest on the invite, but still, that's okay, because it's still saying slow connection down here at the bottom. It's just going to be one of them nights that I'm not going to be able to put no guest on, unfortunately. And that's what makes the show a great show, is when you have your guest in the live chat as well as your audio guest. It ain't about the host, it's about the guest. So, I'm so sorry. I wish there was something I could do about it. I mean, I can hit on the friends not watching list, but it ain't going to do no good if they wanted to come actually on as audio video guest tonight. It's just going to be one of them nights like I've had in the past. I'll go ahead and do it. It'll ring their bell, but I know it's a Friday night, and I would tell anybody, if you got something better to do, then go do it. If you don't, check the show out, you know. Because I get it. It's Friday night. People want to go out and have a good time. That's what Friday and Saturdays are all about. Yeah, I know. Slow connection still. Tell me something I don't know, Facebook. I'm still hitting on the friends not watching list. I'm going to hit on a few more, let it drop. Okay, I'll go ahead and let it drop now. Let me see. I don't think, no, nobody's still in the invite box, but that's okay. Let me see what time it was again. Okay, 9:28. I started the show at 8:58. So I'll end it at 9:55. But I don't like that too, with gallery, they didn't want to record my show from Facebook for me to switch it over to TikTok last night. So I've been having internet issues, not just with Facebook, TikTok, you know, Messenger. It's been, you know, gallery too. So it is what it is. One thing I can say this though about the internet: if you don't have patience, it'll teach you that. That's for sure. I mean, I've got patience, but sometimes my patience wears thin when it comes to internet being ridiculous, like not being able to put my guest on that wants to come on as audio video guest, and then especially when Facebook tells me to bring them on the camera, you know. So I'm going to check again. Nobody there. Okay, I'll go ahead and hit on the friends not watching list again. But mainly when I text all my fans and followers back, it's mainly on TikTok and Facebook. But like I said, in Facebook now I had to do it through Messenger. And I don't know why that's been going on of late. A week now it's been going on. It's a different icon down at the bottom for me to hit on. It's not the same one. So I'm not really understanding that. So I don't know. I hope it goes away and the other icon comes back. But I don't know if I'm going to get there or not. Okay, I'll hit on these few and let it drop. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Still have no guests, and that's okay. But I hope everybody liked the commentary segment that I done. Now, I will say this as far as commentary segments and everything that I do. Some days I'm better at things than other days. Like some days I'm better at the strutting than some days. Some days my commentary segments are better than other ones. So I do admit that. Because I'm my own worst critic. Sometimes I say, well, that commentary segment wasn't as good as the one the other day. Or today my strutting wasn't as good as it was yesterday. You know, so, and that's just the way it is. It's human error, I guess you could say. So, as you know, none of us are perfect, you know, so I say the same thing about everything that I do, that some days, some of it's better than others, you know. Okay, I'm going to see, I don't think, because I don't see nobody up here watching still. Now, I know Taryn and Daniel live in Gosnell, so, but they may be outdoor dashing tonight. I know they do it only on his off days. I know he had to work today, but he doesn't have to work Saturdays and Sundays at the steel mill. So, yeah, still showing slow connection here, so, okay. Okay, I'm going to hit on that again. Okay, I'll hit on the friends not watching list again. Maybe I can get somebody in the live chat at least. If not, I can end the show early. Okay. I'm still, because I've hit on a lot here in the friends not watching list. But I do understand it's Friday night. Everybody's going out having a good time. I get that. But I went to Jack in the Box, my favorite restaurant, and got the Jack's Munchie Meal. I got to eat most of it in there except for the burger. I got the 2 tacos and the curly fries I ate, but I had to cut it a little bit short and get back up here in time to get everything set up to start the live show. So that's all I like is the double burger in there, and I'll be eating it once I post the show highlights. Now, I can eat anything cold or hot. I have my preferences, I guess, but I can eat anything cold or hot. I can drink anything cold or hot, but I got my preferences, I guess. So it's all about taste with me. If it tastes good, I don't care if it's cold or hot, you know. Same with something I drink. If it tastes good, it's got the good flavor to it, then I can take it cold or hot. That's just me. But one of the ladies that works here at Parker Road Specialty Pharmacy, she heard me talking to the owner, Mike Sue, today. I was asked Mike if he had any of them large cups with a lid to them. I said, I've got 2 of the tall metal cups, but I've had to break both lids off of them because I had them on there so tight. And he said no, and I don't know what her name is, but she overheard me talking with Mike about it. And when they closed up for the day, she come and brought me 3 of them that had lids on them. So she goes, it's, nothing fancy, but they'll work. I said, yes, they'll work. So I wanted to thank her for that. That saved me having to go out and buy another one. And I got 3. So, I mean, the good Lord blesses you in a lot of ways, folks. That's for sure. And I don't know her name, but I'd like to thank her kindly for that again. So I got like the large metal cup with a lid, and then I got 2 smaller ones with the lids to them. So I lucked out. The good Lord bless me. Okay, I'm going to hit on here. Okay. Dylan Perkins. I knew somebody was up there, but I didn't know who it was. Now Dylan, it's been saying on my guest all night, connection failed right off the bat. It's one of them with you. Yep, connection failed right off the bat, it said. So that's the way it's doing tonight, like it did for 2 nights in a row here not too long ago, Dylan. He goes, what's up, Oz? Just doing the live show. Can't put guest on because it's one of them nights, connection failed. It shows every time right off the bat. And there's nothing over ahead of me. I moved out from the building here. But he has a shingled roof on it. He don't have a metal roof anyways. But it's one of them nights, where I can't put an video guest on. Let me see here. Okay. But I thought I would try with you anyways, Dylan. Dylan Perkins goes, I'm just recovering from being sick, man. I couldn't tonight anyways. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you're getting better from being sick. Nobody likes to be sick, that's for sure. Me included, of course. I mean, it usually takes an act of Congress and the Senate for me to get sick, as far as bombing and sick goes. Bombing and sick, usually I don't get that way maybe once every 2 or 3 years, but I usually get the bronchitis every year, sometimes once a year, sometimes 2 or 3, sometimes 4 or 5. That's from emphysema. And boy, do I feel awful when I get it too, of course. But I usually tough through it and keep on striding. That's all I can do. So I'm glad that you're recovering from being sick. Recovering is good when you're sick. And then I asked Mike, because Mike had a spinal back bone fusion surgery here a while back, and I said, back still getting better? He said, yeah. He said, I'm still having to walk around. And I said, that's what your doctors wanted you to do, wasn't it? He said, yeah. So, I know there's been times I've been out here, I'd see him come out, back, and walk around and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to see here. Okay, I was going to see if there was anybody else besides Dylan. I know Dylan don't want to be on. Don't worry, Dylan. I didn't hit for you to come back on because I know you said you're recovering from being sick, so you couldn't come on really anyway. So I understand, but it showed connection failed right off the bat. So it's one of them nights where I can't put an audio guest on here, and it keeps saying slow connection. But I mean, I've had many nights that it said slow connection, but I was still able to put guest on. But here, I don't know, it was about 4 or 5 nights back, 2 nights in a row, I couldn't put a guest on here or anything. Someone suggested that, thanks for the thumbs up, Dylan, suggested, well, it's because of the cloud cover. Well, the night it rained like hell out here, I was able to put guest on, so it couldn't have been from cloud cover. It's just a bad connection on my end is what it is. Let me see what my percentage is. Oh, yeah, I got to hook my phone up. Let me reach over here and grab my power charger. I knew I had to look. I hadn't checked it since the show. Dylan goes, hang on here, Dylan, I'll read what you got. Dylan goes, done lost my voice, starting to get it back, though. Well, that's a good thing. I guess you lost yours from laryngitis. I come close once to losing mine. I still had one, but it was a real hoarse voice. So usually when you get laryngitis, the doctor doesn't want you to talk at all. Because if you do, then you usually risk your voice going completely out. So, but do I ever do what doctors tell me to do? most of the time, no. You know I didn't do what they told me when I had a broken knee. I didn't do what they told me when I had a broken foot. I still was out here strutting with both of them. You know, now don't get me wrong, my broken foot didn't come till after my knee healed up, but I still didn't do what they told me. I said, why do I want to sit down and enjoy the pain even more? I'd rather be out here doing what I'm doing and the pain be a lot less. So I'm notorious for not doing what doctors usually tell me to do. Now, I did have two here not too long ago when I was suffering from exhaustion, so I did that time, but usually I don't do what a doctor tells me. That's just me. I guess you could say I'm kind of stubborn, you know. Okay, I was just checking, Dylan, to see if anybody else was in the guest box, but they're not on the invite. I mean, let me see what time it was too. 9:40. Okay. But I do know all the Nettleton 12th graders are graduating tonight from at the First National Bank Arena tonight. So I've been seeing a lot of video though, guys, of late on Facebook from the recent storms we had come through here. I've seen where this one guy was at a hotel in Truman, and it was a tornadic warned storm, but it weakened, he said, a little bit. But I seen the Dyersburg tornado that touched down at night. I think it was last night, right before I went live. So I've been keeping up with a lot of the damage that come through here. I mean, Jonesboro fared out okay. But I'm glad, it says here, done lost my voice, starting to get it back though. I'm glad you're getting it back though, Dylan. Slow connection, imagine that. You sound like the operator here, slowly connected. Okay, I was going to check here. Okay, 9:41. Uh-oh, okay. I can say it didn't want to go off the screen. Digital difficulties, folks. Okay, I'm going to go on the friends not watching list again. But it was good that Misty Pearl Thomas was in the live chat a while ago. I think she's been in there before, but not very many times. And I hit on hers and a lot of the local women that I do know here on Facebook while I'm waiting for my stuff to upload, my content to upload on there. Like Felicia Robinson's another one. Gina Ross is another. Mimi Papa. Just to name a few. Of course, Misty Pearl Thomas. And I would tell the ladies, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing good work. Okay. I'll hit on a few more and let it drop. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let me see here. No, nobody's there. I think Dylan got out too. So, but Misty Pearl Thomas had asked me a little bit while back in the live chat if I was going to be doing this, the shutting thing tomorrow. I said, oh yeah. Now, there was a little bit of a wind today, but I don't mind a little bit of wind. I mean, I like it because I get hot when I'm strutting out there, so I like a little bit of wind. It's when we got like 30 mile an hour plus winds. It works teetotally against me, you know, so that's what I don't like is 30 mile an hour plus winds. So that's just me. I'll tell you a little something I seen. It was earlier today before I went strutting. I seen what Jim Frigo posted. I think it was on Facebook. He was at where the old location was of Abilities Unlimited, and it showed a garbage bag full of like clothes. And he said, look, he goes, they're closed down here. There's nobody in there. And he showed the bag of clothes and he goes, please don't bring donated items to the old Abilities Unlimited. Then he shows the camera on himself and he goes, they moved. So I thought that was kind of funny. You know, him doing that and having the camera on, and he goes, they moved. Yeah, I did know that they moved. Now that I don't know where they moved to, but I did know that they moved. A friend of mine, Cheryl, she worked at that location that shut down, so I imagine she went to the new location, I imagine. Okay, 9:45, fixing to be 45, it's 9:44. Let me see here. But Scott, my friend, I didn't forget it tonight about bringing up the late, great David Allan Coe tonight. I did forget it last night. He said, it's worth mentioning on your show. We lost a true country legend in the great David Allan Coe, and I didn't remember to bring it up on last night's show, but I did tonight. There's somebody up here now, Mason Tillman. Now, Mason, it'll say connection failed like it's been saying on other people I've tried to get on tonight. Yep, connection failed. So, yeah. It's one of them nights where I can't put a guest on because it'll show adding thing, immediately connection failed. Abe was up here for just a little bit, then he got out up in the live chat a little bit earlier. Mason goes, what the fuck's up, Ozzy? Just doing the live show without any audio guests tonight. It won't let me put no audio guest on tonight. So, another one of those nights, you know. Now, I knew Miss Jamie Ann and Timothy wasn't going to be on tonight because of Audrey's graduation tonight. Hey, Justin Prince, said Justin Prince is watching. Mason Tillman goes, fuck Facebook. I agree. You know, once I can restudy the live stream format for YouTube, then I'm going to be starting my show up on there. I've watched it all once, and I do qualify to have my show on there. I've got 98 subscribers, too, so I just got to watch it one more time to know it for a fact, and then I can let everybody know on here when my show is definitely going to start on YouTube. So I know Scott will be glad when I get it on YouTube. That way he can rejoin the show again. So, because like he said, he was loyal to my show, coming on every night, even if he had a death in the family. And when his mother-in-law died, he still come on the show on TikTok Live. So he wasn't lying. And like he said, he liked coming on my show because he could unwind and relax on my show. So, and he said he didn't go on nobody else's show, and Scott didn't. So, you know, now he's in Branson now at his new job there. But he ain't liking Branson because of all the baseball-sized hell they've been getting there, as well in Springfield too, and then the tornadic, which they get more tornadoes in southwest Missouri than we get here. We get tornadoes here, but not like they do, like on steroids in southwest Missouri. So, you know, he's not liking that part. I can't say that I blame him. They had to go take cover in the high school gym, I think it was, the last round of tornadoes they had there, because he don't have a basement or a tornado cellar or nothing for him and his family to get into. So, and he sent me pictures of what the baseball-sized hail. I knew that they had baseball-sized hail in Springfield, but they had it in Branson too. It showed this car. He snapped a picture of this car. The back windshield was busted out of it, and then he sent me tornado damage that was catastrophic from an EF3 tornado there. So, you know, it is what it is. And I know that Scott ain't liking how, you know, bad the tornadoes are there in southwest Missouri, but they are a lot worse there than they are here. So, it is what it is. Of course, we can't change Mother Nature. All we can do is take our precautions if need be. But, I mean, I think we're okay here. We're not even supposed to get no rain, I think, until Tuesday night or into Wednesday, something like that. But I keep an eye on it on the K Weather app, on Facebook Live, when they're on their live, Ron and the team are, or if they're on YouTube Live, I watch it then too. That way I can keep updated. I do got a good place to go to if a tornado was to come barreling down. But I don't worry about weather, you know, because weather gonna do what it wants, you know. Let's see what time it is now, Mason. 9:48. Okay. I got to end it at 55. About 7 more minutes. So, but if I can have a guest on tomorrow night, I'm sure Miss Jamie Ann Wilson and Timothy will be coming on then. Now, Taryn was on here earlier in the live chat, and she said she'd be coming and going. I'm willing to bet that they're probably out door dashing tonight, her and Daniel, because they door dash usually on the days off. He works Fridays, but he's off Saturday and Sunday, so I bet they're out door dashing tonight. There's a young man up there I just seen come on up here. Let me see who he is. Justin Prince. Hey, Justin, I'll hit invite for you, but it'll show connection failed. It's one of them nights. Adding connection failed. Yep, that's the way it's been doing ever since I started the show, Justin. I had 2 nights in a row like that, too, where I had people wanting to come on, and the minute I hit it, and it showed adding, it showed connection failed. So, it's a Facebook thing. I guess the connection's not good on my end tonight, but there's nothing above me here. I'm out in the open, so unlike Mason Tillman, fuck Facebook. Justin Prince got cool sunglasses, a smiley face on me right here. Yeah, just one of them nights, you know. But hey, this gives me time. I usually forget this in the show here, to plug my friends that do have a show on TikTok. My good friend JD of JD TV, he has, my homeboy down in Searcy, he has a live show every morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time on TikTok, and every night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on TikTok, and he has a podcast. You'll really like JD if you check JD out. He'll make you laugh. He's a barrel of monkeys. Also, my homegirl here in town, she goes by Toxia Cruz. She has a show every night on TikTok. She don't have a set time she comes on or a set time how long she stays on. One night I got to go in the live chat on her show. So she keeps it real. You'll like her too. Also, my homegirl out on the West Coast, Black Diamond Dragon 27. Now, there's only 2 things she won't talk about, and that's religion and politics. But she's usually on, most generally, if someone's not sick, she's on Monday through Friday, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Coast Time on TikTok, 2:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. She keeps it real too. You'll like her there. She got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, law, a bunch of things that she talks about. Also check out my good friend Mr. Don Rio, a Bald Guy 55. He's been keeping it real with some really good interviews. And Don, my friend, it ain't gonna be long. I'll be joining you and a bunch of others up on the YouTube platform as well. And that's where he has his show at, is on YouTube. So check him out. Justin, do you have a show? Justin Prince, you don't mind me asking? It seemed like you look familiar, like you might have a show or something. Now, my good friend Jerry and Truman, my homeboy there, he come on the TikTok live show, but he's never come on the Facebook. I don't think he does Facebook. Now, Justin's still watching, I know. Justin, all you gotta do is put yay or nay. Do you have a live show? You look real familiar. That's why I'm asking. I might be off base here. Okay, 9:52. Okay, I got about 3 more minutes. There he goes. I go live sometimes with my music. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I know you look familiar. That's why I was kind of, like, without the cowboy hat, you kind of look familiar, maybe. That's why I asked if you had a live show. You know, so. He goes, on TikTok. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a great thing, man. You do it through music. I mean, you know me, I'm a music guy, so, I mean, you know. That's great. Music is soothing to the soul. I seem to that as far as I go, you know, I say that. When we lost David Allen Coe yesterday, you know, look, Eddie Van Halen died quite a few years back. We lost Ozzy Osbourne about a year ago, so you know we've lost some true greats in the music industry. That's for sure. Okay, I got to keep an eye on the time. Okay, I got about 2 more minutes left here, Justin. But hey, that's a great thing that you have a live show through your music. That's a great thing. I would say keep it up, buddy. You know. I've seen a guy tonight in Jack in the Box. He had on a Nashville, Tennessee shirt. I really kind of liked it. Justin Prince goes, I'm from Harrisburg, live in Mountain View now. Great music there. Oh, yeah. The folk music capital museum of the country is there in Mountain View, and I've never ever got to go to it, and I've always wanted to go visit it, because my true favorite music is folk music. No matter if it's folk rock, just folk music itself. That's my most favorite music of all. I love all music, but that's my number one music right there is folk music. Whether it's folk country, folk rock, just straight folk. I mean, I love folk music. And I always wanted to go to the folk museum, and I've never gotten an opportunity to go there. And I hope someday that I get to go. And I know they have a lot of musical outdoor concerts, I think, there too in Mountain View. I've seen it on Facebook before anyways, Justin. Slow connection, get off my screen. He goes, great town. Yeah. I can't get slow connection off my damn screen for me to see what in the hell fucking time it is. Okay, I got to end the show, Justin. Justin, thanks so much for coming in the live chat late in the show. It was good to talk to you on here, buddy. Please join me tomorrow night for another edition of the Strutting Man Show at 9 p.m. sharp Central Standard Time. I'm the host of it, of the Strutting Man Show. My name's Mr. Ozzy Neil Rose. I hope you all have a great night. I want to thank all my guests that I've had in the live chat tonight. Many of them that wanted to come on the show that Facebook wouldn't let me put on the show tonight. I hope to see y'all all tomorrow night. Thanks for the heart there too, Justin. And Justin, thanks for being in the live chat. It was good talking to you in here. And until tomorrow night, God bless you all. I'll see everyone out strutting tomorrow here in Jonesboro. So long for now. Have a good one. So long, everybody. Stay safe. You too, Justin. Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye.